Welcome to BattleTech in the Morning with Captain Nips. I'm Captain Nips, and today is going to be a little bit more of the same from yesterday. So here's the thing. I was so excited coming off of yesterday's matchup in the solo queue of an Atlas versus the World. The Atlas so thoroughly and completely obliterated those locusts that I could not wait to step it up a notch. So today, our friend the Atlas, today being piloted by Sumo, which I'll get to in a minute, will go up against a Lance of Commandos. So for the Lance of Commandos, I'm going to do a split between the two variants that we have in the game. Two of the missile variant and two of the large laser variant. I think it's... Honestly, I feel like the missile variant's a little bit scarier, just overall. I think it has better backstab potential. I think it has better stability damage potential. But I think it is probably a fair thing to take a little bit of a balance. And I've given them all pilots with evasion, which I'll continue to do until we get into probably into the mediums where the evasion starts to be less useful. But certainly on these commandos, evasion is super helpful because it's going to make my shots be real garbage. On top of that, Sumo being maybe not the best shot in the group now. Now the reason I want to pick Sumo today is it's basically down to, do I want to pick Wildfire or Sumo? Because gunnery, it's important for my guns to hit. And so I'm either going to pick Wildfire or I'm going to pick Apex. I'm going to skip Kraken because Sensor Lock is a little bit lost. If I'm using Sensor Lock, I'm not firing any guns. I don't have any other lance mates to take advantage of it, so that is a completely dead skill. The reason I'm going down to Sumo is I want to try something here. He has the same pilot skills as Wildfire. He gives up 3 points of gunnery and has a little bit extra piloting, so he's a slightly better melee mech warrior. Gives up a little bit in the shooting guns category. It's this 8 guts that I'm curious about, because if I'm not mistaken, guts influences how much heat scale overhead you get when you're firing all your guns. And one of the things that I ran into yesterday with Wildfire is that I was able to get off about 2 full alpha salvos with my Atlas before I had to take a turn off and not fire any guns, which worked out because the locusts got too close and I punched some faces in, and it's great. I would like to see if Sumo with his 8 guts actually provides enough heat headroom for me to get 3 salvos off, 3.5. I don't know. We'll see. So that's what I want to test today. Map wise, I want to play on Big Lock because I haven't been there in a while, and I'm going to pick a rainy day because why not? And let's get down to the crunching. So I'm pretty confident that this is going to go my way. Again, similar to yesterday, Commando isn't that much more durable than a Locust. It is more durable than a Locust. Like, just in raw numbers, it has more armor, decent speed, not quite as fast, but it's still a light mech. And if I drop 150, 200 damage Alpha Strike on a Commando, in all likelihood, you're gonna see bits flying everywhere. Like, it's just gonna end in a very ugly rain of parts.
Something I can do.
So the question I want to answer for myself. The other, I guess, alright, so if I want to try out for sure whether Sumo's guts have a proper influence on the heat scale, I need to actually get out of the water, because the water is good for cooling, and I didn't really take advantage of that yesterday. So I'm just going to march up onto this hill. This little island here in the middle. I'm assuming that the commandos are doing something similar. Maybe they're in a spread pattern. Yep, there's contestant number 1. Oh, 2 and 3. All right, they're staying tight. And this is the thing that I was actually more worried about yesterday was, are the enemy mechs going to stay relatively tightly packed in terms of movement? Because that's going to give them a chance Yeah, see, they're starting to kind of spread a little bit. So, I think the problem I have here right now in this turn, as my cursor flies off in the distance. Took my hand off the mouse for a moment there. Am I going to be able to get line of sight on anything of consequence? And the answer is no. Which means they're going to get the jump on me next turn. Marsh. Oh, so this is interesting. I don't remember this from other games. Marsh. Units within Marsh gain 50% stability damage reduction from all attacks. That seems like a fantastic thing to take advantage of. Also, I'm going to be getting an evasion, a movement modifier and evasion pip for going to this spot. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get in the marsh because I am actually worried about stability this game. I don't have line of sight, so I can't do anything for weapon attacks. I'm just going to have to brace. But this means I'm going to be 50% stability damage reduction, 50% actual damage reduction because I braced. They're not going to be able to get to my back this turn. So I'm going to get kind of my pick of who to take shots at. They're definitely going to try and stack some stability. So they're 3. Keep it up. So that was the 2 SRM variants. Here come the laser variants. Just jumping me right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Armor's going to hold. I'm not worried about that. Hundreds upon hundreds of points of armor on this Atlas. They're doing the right thing. They're keeping their fire focused. They're not spreading. They're not spreading out. They're not trying to, do too many silly things with cover. Now that I've survived a round of getting blasted, I think the plan here is to try and pick a good target. So 3 pips, 3 pips, 3 pips, 4 pips. We're definitely not shooting at the last guy in line. I want to try and kill 2 Ds before I kill 1 Bs because, like I said, I'm more afraid of the SRMs than I am of those large lasers. The large lasers are dangerous, sure, but I am going to try and eliminate the higher alpha mechs first. So if I go here, 45s and 50s, it's not great. This might actually be because I'm giving up the... Oh, okay, I cleared 2 boxes of stability damage there. 45s and 55s. I'm not going to bother splitting targets. Heat scale wise.
Here you go, moron.
Oh! Autocan 20 round. Lands. It's a good start. Takes out the medium laser on that commando. Spray down with the rest of the missiles. Let's see what the Munchkin squad does here now. Hit me from the left side. I'm going to want to try and get back into cover. I can't. Oof. There's a lot of stability damage there. I think I'm not gonna be able to get the best of both worlds, unfortunately. I'm either gonna have to pick.
Commander, I'm taking some hits.
Yep. Yep. And here come the called shots. So the question is, what does the AI do when it gets called shots? I think most of the time it just goes for center of mass. Called shot center torso. Yep. Didn't seem to do a whole lot. Got some damage in on me, though. Called shot left torso. That's a little weird. Although they are kind of starting to work my left side.
Oh, you call that a hit?
Alright. So, the thing I feared came to pass.
Right here.
Taking knockdowns is going to be a thing. I'm going to have to open up my back at some point to someone here. So let's just take a quick look at what do I got going on here. This was the guy I started working last round. I can melee him 80% for 140. I can't have to turn to shoot him 40 points, 40s across the board. All right, so let's see if I move. Is there any cover nearby? Not really. Nothing notable. Alright, let's just do some quick napkin math. Expected value damage out of this looking like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Call it 85. And the LRMs are almost not even worth firing. Versus 140 in melee. At 80% to hit. So I think I'm actually, because they're crowding me, I have actually a better opportunity to get the work done here if I throw a melee attack. I'm gonna open my backside to the laser variant over here. Pretty sure that was one of the laser commandos. But I'm gonna bleed some heat.
I'm there.
My stability damage is gone because I just stood up. And crush a commando. Cool. 1 down, 3 to go. Oh, they're going to be smart. They're going to try and work my back. Thing is... Well... No.
Okay. That was
Still have more armor on my back than my front. Large laser variant there. Stand and fire. Not super concerned with that. This guy's going to catch my back. Is he going to get through? 30, 20. Opens up a panel. Okay. Alright, alright. Got 30 left in the other torso locations. So now, I have to make a very concerted move. This is still marsh down here. And I can flip. That guy's going to be indirect. That guy's not. How about if we go to here? Kind of good. Yeah, alright. So this seems alright. Somebody's probably still going to be able to get behind me. But these commandos made a terrible, terrible mistake in their last turn.
I'm on the move.
I'm going to move. I'm going to bleed a little bit of that stability damage in a change to beta phase 2, which is fantastic that you don't have to just brace to clear it. Mistake. This guy failed to move. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a light mech pilot or a light mech commander, let me stress once again the importance of not standing still. Let me stress it by imploding this guy with a whole bunch of guns. AC-20 to the right torso. Here come the lasers and the rest of the missiles. There goes his large laser, and now that guy is well on his way to neutered. I'm only going to catch half stability damage this turn, although that guy's focusing. Is he going to get my rear? I don't think he can. Oh, spoke too soon. He's going to get my back. Doing solid work. Actually opens up an arm. That's interesting. Target number 2 comes in for a melee attack. Catches the arm. That left arm is taking some beats.
Okay, not good.
And a knockdown. Okay. It's alright.
Oh, I took one in the gut.
Keep it together, Sumo. Keep it together. I'll give it to the AI. They're doing a very good job of keeping its lance together and making some good moves and making some good attacks.
Okay.
Doing a good job. Thing is,
Something I can do.
if I can continue to eliminate one commando a turn, now that I killed one last turn, garbage to hit numbers as expected. So, what I really want is to just rack this guy. 148, 80 to hit, same as the last time. My Atlas is going to turn its back to the right here, which means, I mean, they're all going to be able to get behind me. Like, they're going to get rear position on me. There's not a good place for me to move to not give up my back, which is a little dangerous because now I'm at 65 at the side. What's that? Which side is that? That's left. Left internals. Center internals are at 160. So I've got some health left. I think this So it comes down to a question of do you hedge your bets or not. I can turn melee this guy, and if I hit him, he's probably dead, which is great because that means the remaining total damage arrayed against me is much smaller. Although this guy's only got a medium laser and a large laser left, or a medium laser and an SRM2, so he's kind of beat up. The other option is to move, literally take a move where I put my back against the wall, back up here. Oh, and then I did it, and then I didn't turn around. This is a terrible mistake. And I can't even... Bracing's not going to matter, because... I deserve every bit of damage I take this turn. Every bit of damage.
Oh boy, that's bad.
But is it going to try? Is the AI really not going to try and take advantage of it? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so this guy took his shots. This guy chose to probably reset due to heat. And this guy, I have no idea what the AI did here. Oh, wow. Way to give me an out. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies in the opposite mechs, giving me this opportunity to make up for that horrible mistake. 45s and 50s to hit the 2D. Oh, again, don't stand still. Check your heat. Heat's fine. Throw the LRMs on there. Oh, autocannon, wide miss. But that's a lot of missiles coming that way. Catches a head hit. Actually does not do as much damage as I was expecting. Is it going to try and get behind me? Left side. Stack up that... Man. And left side's gone. Alright, so that takes out my LRM 20. That takes out my... I thought there was an SRM in there. I may be mistaken. Nope, there's an SRM and a laser.
Internal damage.
Also, my center torso is now just open. This is catch me in the rear. Couple shots to the side torso. AC-20 crit. Alright, so I get to check and see what taking an AC-20 crit looks like nowadays. I can still fire it, which is good. Alright, let's consider where we're at. I've got focus this turn, so I can actually focus down on this commando. 175 damage at 95 to hit seems like a pretty good deal. Also, the stability is really not great right now. So, I'm going to try and get my back safe. It's going to be dodgy. Take a step, climb the hill, try and put my back to it, throw the focus on,
Now it's showtime.
and with any luck, with good luck, all of this lands, and I mean, if we just CT the guy or head the guy, that would be great. Hitting from the left side, though. Forgot to take that into account. Did do... Ooh. Heat. Got some work in. Alright, he's hitting me from the left. That's going to go straight to the center torso. I am running out of health.
Okay, not good.
Running out of health fast. Melee attack from my left. The AI's doing a great job of keeping focus on my weakened left side. That's going to catch a knockdown there. I might not make it out of this, folks. I can't seal the deal on any of these commandos. This guy's going to get called shot on my center torso. Called shot right torso. Why would you do... Okay, AI. No, that was bad. That was a dumb decision. Sumo gets to stand up. Sumo's running hot. We're going to melee this turn. Best target of opportunity is probably this guy since he started out damaged. So... melee the crap out of him.
You got it.
70%. crush the center torso under a heel kick. Splash 2, but running out of time. I'm running out of time, and I'm running out of... Oh, and he's focused. Come on, take the right side. Yep, there we go. We can take it on the right side. We got plenty of armor there.
Broke my collarbone.
This guy is probably going to move to the back, or nothing at all.
Right here.
All right. Got 175 damage on 3 guns. Would love to get to the left side of this guy, but that's not happening. He's fresh. Wow. Yeah, it's bound to let one of them get away pretty fresh. If I melee move, if I melee, I am going to come down off this hill, which is a little bit dangerous for me. I want to be giving up my right side as best I can. I don't want to give up my back either, which this rock sort of is allowing me to do here. I think the play is to stand and turn. Take a look at these numbers. This little squirrely punk in his 2D continues to evade like a champ. This guy's giving up his right side, which is the large laser side. SRM-10 versus... Although this guy, if I'm facing up on him... This is tough. This is tough. Do you try to go for the kill shot? What is he down to? He's down to 40 center torso. So 2 lasers or the autocannon 20 need to hit center torso to kill it. Or do you go for the maiming strike on this guy here? He's giving up his right side. That's probably going to hit the arm, which is already damaged. 38 damage removes the arm. The large laser goes pop, and then that guy's suddenly down more than half his armament. $25 damage, 40 damage, 65 plus 2 10s is 85 versus 80. This is tough. All right. First things first. I'm going to turn just enough to get... Yeah, I'm going to go after this one guy. Turn just enough to get this guy into a firing arc. And kind of hope and pray that what I get is a dead commando out of this. Praise be the autocannons, for they are the truth, the light, and the saviors of mankind. 20 shell to the center torso kills the commando. Alright, so... Oh! But the last commando does the dirty work and gets me. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. So... What have we learned here today? 4 commandos have enough firepower to kill an Atlas, no question. It was never a question in my mind, especially since they have the mobility to get behind me and to be able to, once they find a weak side, be able to work the weak side. I think for my part, I could have played better. I think it is so important that if you're doing something like this where you're soloing against a team, there's 2 things you really want. There's 3 things you really want if you can get it, but I don't think you can get all 3 at once. 4 things. All right, here's what you want. You want cover. You want cover. You want cover all day long. You want forests because you need to have the damage ablation that the forests provide. Because any combatants, any mech setup at looks like commando and up with real guns, they're gonna have enough firepower to chip you down over the course of enough turns. You want cover to your rear. You want a hard surface that they can't get into your rear arc if at all possible. So, and maybe I'll just try this. Maybe I'll just run this again. Maybe we'll make this a double header. But I think what I should have done as best I could was come up the hill up onto the island. And I know that the commandos were arrayed kind of in an arc here. But getting into this forest, using it for cover, putting my back in the direction of these hills here may have actually been a safer strategy than where I ended up. You're going to take knockdowns, so using the mud, I don't know that that's... It's great. It worked great for like that first turn, but I don't think you can depend on it for the entire match. And then you want heat, which, if you had water, like, could I get a sunken forest in a swamp, water plus forest, oh, plus mud because it's a swamp, with just a rock to my back? That sounds great. Can I just get that terrain rolled up, please, Hairbrained? But let's take a look at how this fell out. We didn't take... So we took about... God, we didn't take hardly... No, we took a lot of damage to the legs. A fair amount of that damage was soaked into the legs. Arm, the spare arm, likewise. Spare torso has got quite a bit of armor. Head, of course, you take a random headshot here or there. And then just kind of... I lost the left side, and they worked it. And that weakened my center torso enough that I couldn't protect it all at every opportunity. Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, you know, go down the line. I just didn't have enough time to get into on this guy. Let's make this a doubleheader, shall we? I'm actually super curious. I'm super curious.
Welcome, Commander.
As we set this up for... Do I want... So here's the question. Do I want sumo again? You know, let's keep all the variables the same. Let's not change any of the variables. At least as best I can remember. Get down to commandos. There's a 2D. There's another 2D. 1B. 1B. Pilots with evasion. Blockade is there. Ozone is there. Showboat is there. Paradise is there. Alright. So there's a lance. Not even going to change the conditions. Rainy day. We're right back in it. Right back in it.
Commencing deployment. Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
And this time we're going to see if I stick to the trees and try and use the damage ablation provided by the forests, is that going to be enough to make up for the sheer amount of damage I was taking?
Command interface initiated.
Time to hustle, Sumo.
Wow. Ain't this place scenic?
The other thing I could do, that instead of rushing headlong in, I could just pick a spot and, you know, I could pick this forest. There's no blocking cover to my back, so they would very easily get around me, but picking this location to fight would offer me the opportunity of some longer sight lines. Maybe get a shot or two in before they do.
Piece of cake.
But let's play it straight. Let's play it, try and replicate what happened in the first match. The other thing that I forgot that I really... It's hard to leverage because you only have one mech, is I brought Sumo because between him or Wildfire's got the better gunnery, but they both have...
I wonder who this is.
They both have Bulwark.
Oh, looky
But
here.
when you have to try and outmaneuver 4 other mechs, there isn't... I don't know that there's a lot of good opportunity to try and just plant your feet and not take any move at all. You know. Alright.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
Slightly different deployment arrangement this time. Although the next turn these guys are going to swoop in down this crease probably. This guy's going to come down. This guy might move forward. I'm not even out of the water yet. So, let's play it straight. I'm going to try and get to the mud.
Be there in a jiff.
I may... Oh, and we can entrench this turn. The AI was much more aggressive on its move forward this game. That's going to be a sprint into the trees and somehow not in my line of sight. Oh, this first turn's going to suck because all these mechs are going to have stacked up evasion. That guy's definitely going to try and come around to my back. And there you go. There's your one. There's your one brave soul that decides to break from the tree line and take his shots first. Oh, okay. I really wanted cover, and I don't know that I'm going to get it.
What's up, Commander?
I can't move up here. I can't move up here. These are basically just rocks. Moving into the tree line is going to be difficult at best. Do I just make a rolling reverse, a tactical withdrawal? Can't withdraw too much because I need to be able to put guns on that guy with reasonable accuracy. Not great, but why the hell are M20s at 25? Jeez Louise. You'd think that'd be range enough, but this is not ideal. I wonder if you know what? I was just pining over the fact that I'm not going to get bulwark. I could get bulwark right here. I can literally just stand in place, take my bulwark, take my shots, and then see what happens next turn. Let's do that. And if I get a lucky shot here, nope. Autocannon goes sailing wide, so we're going to have to depend on massed fire from the rest of the guns. Crack open a side torso. I've got my bulwark. I've got my entrenchment, so I've got that going for me. Unfortunately, so do they. And they're going to be causing me more stability than I could probably take. Oh, here comes the other 2D. Big dumb target, easy to hit.
What? Is that the best you can do?
Gotta leverage the damage prevention as best we can. This guy's coming in from my left. Large laser. Take some shots. I think I actually... Well, no, one more. This guy's gonna get a little bit of evasion modifier. Or a lot of evasion modifier. Okay. No cover, lots of evasion. Cover with evasion.
Something I can do?
What do we got? I don't have line of sight on that guy. I would love to get a line of sight on that guy, but it means giving up my bulwark. I think I need to try and maintain my bulwark one more turn before I start making moves, because... Wow. Alright, let's think about this. So, this guy's going to put like 50 to 100 damage on me. This guy's going to put somewhere in that same ballpark. Let's just assume 50 to 100 damage across the board. That becomes 25 to 50. Oh, man, I'm going to... This is rough. Do I give up the bulwark to try and maneuver for a better position? There aren't a lot of good positions. They've actually got me penned in. I can't press forward real well. Can I get into melee? I can get into melee up here. Is this mud? That is marsh there. So I can maybe bleed some stability and then prevent some stability damage going forward. If I move up on this guy, which guy is this? This is the first guy I shot. Okay. Move up and take a 140 damage shot. Otherwise, I'm looking at 30s and 40s against him. Yep. Alright. I think the smart play here is to actually make the melee move. Because then that will... I lose my bulwark, but it positions my rear over this direction. That means only he's going to be able to get at it. Probably. He might. Also bleed some heat. Also has a very high percentage chance to hit. Which, depending on where it lands...
You're gonna feel this.
Oh, boy. not bode well. I get the feeling this might be a matchup you can't win. At least in the early outing here. These guys are going to do full damage.
Okay, that hurt.
He's going to get the turn on me. Nope. Gets into the left side. Putting me in threat of a knockdown. Yep. There's the unsteady. This is going to cause a knockdown.
Armor breach. Internal
Yep.
damage.
This last guy's going to get his pick of positions and a called shot. I missed where it... Oh, man. I'm going to get picked apart faster in this game than in the first one. This is amazing. Happens if I sprint. Can I get to cover? Can I try to outmaneuver these little punks? Oh boy. I get 3 pips. He's going to be able to just outmaneuver me. This is so bad. I am in such a bad position. This is amazing. This is just astonishing. Alright, so that's option 1. Option 2. Turn 30% guns or 80% 140. Man. I can get to here. That means only one of them is going to get to my back, assuming I actually land this hit. This is coming from his right side. His right side is damaged. You gotta try and eliminate enemy equipment. And that's a great way to eliminate enemy equipment. Just kill the thing carrying all the equipment. So I make up some ground. This is good. I make up some ground. I've got my armor facing the way I need for the most part. My left side is pretty chipped out. Also, that leg being chipped out is so bad this early. This guy's going to get right behind me. No question. Which, actually, go for it. Oh, no. Focusing my left. Again, the commandos.
I may need a new mech soon.
Vicious little attack dogs. Working my left side. There goes the leg. This is going to get real bad. It's going to get real bad. The only saving... So I've got a couple of saving graces here. The first saving grace is that my center torso armor is still pretty well intact. 185 out of 235. I got a lot of armor left there that they have to chew through. I may have to just... God, am I just going to have to keep taking my shots where I can? Let's see. All right, back up. If I turn in place... God! Freaking A! Oh, misclicking left and right. Ladies and gentlemen, I should be fired as mech commander. And they're not gonna let me get away with this one this time. There's no way the enemy lance lets me get away with that mistake this time.
I took one in the gut. Now, that was a hit.
I am so upset at myself for that misclick. It is...
Oh boy, that's bad.
I can't even express in words how upset I am at having made that misclick. That misclick was so... It was such a flailing around, clicking a button misclick with such a lack of intention. There wasn't any intentionality behind that misclick. I can't even move for this melee attack. I feel like I have given away this match in its entirety.
I'm there.
And I did it again. I did it again. And I know exactly what just happened. Ladies and gentlemen, let this be a warning to you out there as you're playing this game. If you go to entertain the notion that you should be clicking on your mech to turn in place, be exceptionally careful with your clicks, because I intended to turn my Atlas all the way to this direction to face this commando that is now going to just brutalize my left side and probably kill me. And because I was kind of wobbling around, I had the arc indicator, which indicates I had already clicked on the location I'm standing in indicating I'm standing still and turning in place. You are one click away from being done with your move. If you do not settle your arc where you want it, you will be where I am right now with some really bad decisions to make as far as weapons fire goes. Like, I am actually demoralized. I'm actually demoralized. I'm slightly less demoralized at the ineptitude of my play today. You know, some days you are the triumphant Lance Commander. Other days you are this guy getting railed and somehow not dying. Somehow not just eating total garbage. Alright.
Yeah?
Okay, Sumo. Listen. We can get through this. You and me, buddy. We can get through this. We got one leg. We are eating stability damage left and right. But we got focus. We got a target. I want to say the AI is making all the same mistakes I am, or is making mistakes in the same magnitude that I am, but it's not. I wouldn't make that move. This guy is now undefended. I have focus coming up. I am not going to stand in place. I am going to move. I'm going to select very carefully this location. I am then going to very, very carefully check the arc and check the numbers. I'm then going to delicately put this commando in my front arc, giving up my right side to the other commando. I'm going to click now.
I'm on the move.
Sumo, you and me, we're going to get through this, buddy.
My mech's limping.
I know the numbers are reasonably good. I need the numbers to be perfect.
Okay, now the gloves are
I
off.
need this commando to die a heinous and ugly death right the hell now, if I'm going to make it through this match. Sumo, do me a favor. Put that AC-20 round right through that guy's cockpit or center torso, nothing less.
I got him.
Got the leg. Which, in any other day, in any other match, I'd be perfectly content with. But it is the kind of day he's going to get my back. Nope, he's going to get my right side. Good. Take that stability damage.
Crap. That hit hard.
Agreed. Agreed. And he's got all the evasion pips in the world. This guy's going to limp somewhere. Is he going to try and limp to my front? He's going to limp to my front. Take some damage. I'm probably going to fall down. I'm almost certain to fall down.
Hey, I'm losing armor
There we
over
go.
here.
Yep, nope, I'm aware. Keep it together, man.
Oh, I think I broke my collar.
Sumo has taken 4 injuries. He is dead on any head hit or knockdown the rest of this
Right
game.
here.
Due in some part to my amazing command skills. I can take the shot there. I can get my bulwark. Can they get behind me? Probably. Does it matter? Does it really matter at this point? My armor's actually... I got 70 CT. Left side's already gone, so that'll just transfer. Right torso's at 105 structure. Okay. You know what? He can have my back. He can have my back. He can take it. I've actually got this deep water on my left, which astonishingly I've stumbled into, that somehow guarding me to a bit. I mean, he probably can still get past and get into my left if he wanted to. The other option is I make a move, 140 for 80%, or 175 for 45 to 60%. Sumo, my old friend. Sumo, my old friend. I think I need you to make this melee attack, and I think you need to make it with prejudice. Come on, man.
You got it.
Hobble forward. Wreck this guy. Okay. We're back. We are almost exactly back to where I was in that first match. One guy left. I'm beat up. But I'm actually less beat up in certain ways than I was the last game. He's going to get my back. That's cool. Take it all, baby. Take all that armor. Take all that armor off.
Internal damage, Commander.
Because what I'm going to get next turn, what I'm getting right now... Oh, I'm not going to get it. There's actually quite a bit of space to maneuver in here. This is actually a really advantageous move for now. I mean, he's going to get to move, so whatever. He can get my back. But I can just... Let's escape out of this for a moment. I can take 3 steps, walk up this hill, turn my right side, get him in line. He's also overheating, so it may decide to not do anything this next turn. I don't know. I'm at least for today, I'm kind of done trying to predict what the AI is going to do, because the AI has made some brilliant moves in these 2 games, but also has made some absolutely bafflingly bad moves. Delicately, precisely placing our position. If the AI is smart, it moves. If the AI is dumb, it does not. Regardless, I might just get the mercy kill here. Look at that. Look at those beautiful numbers. I don't even have focus, and I'm getting 80% plus. Sumo, my good friend. Apparently I need to keep giving you pep talks. Again, AC 20 round. Center of mass. It's right there. It's like... I don't know if these are Battletech hexes or if this is real scale. Let's say real scale. That guy is like 30 feet away. Make it happen, sir.
I'll make him dead.
Boy, worked it! Yes! Oh my.
Mission successful.
Okay. I can breathe again. I can breathe again, and I can say at least we went 1-1 against the Commandos. It did not at all go the way I thought it was going to go. I thought for sure it was going to turn out very similar in terms of position to the first game. The AI threw me a wobble there by moving more aggressively. I ended up on a different hill, not too far away from the first hill. If you're going to die on a hill, you know, pick a good hill to die on. This one seems all right. So for the record, let it show, we split 1-1 with 4 Commandos. And I came out of it missing my left side. That is some expensive repair work. That is expensive repair work. Let's not even consider the weapons and equipment in that side. Just the leg and the torso and the arm. That's some C-bills it's going to have to be sunk. Enemy forces. I think it's fair to say I got the lucky shots that I needed to somehow manage to salvage that game. Side torso into center on that last guy with the laser follow-up kills it. The commando before it, very similar. Hits the leg into the side torso, dings the center, follow it up the next attack. Ladies and gentlemen, playing Battletech should not be this tense. It should not be this exhilarating, and it should not be this exciting. But that's the game we got. If you're invested, you're going to go for a ride. And I am done taking a ride today. I am spent. I have nothing left in the tank. A doubleheader of this magnitude, of this absolute level of shenanigans and mistake on mistake. I'm going to need to get a drink. That's all I got to say. So, that'll be all for today's BattleTech in the Morning. I am your worn and weary mech commander, Captain Nips, wishing you a wonderful day. A frabjous day, even. And I will see all of you in the next video.